Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Kazooie. In the last part we did some of Clanker's Cavern. We actually weren't able to finish a world in one part. Who would have thought that's actually going to be a reoccurring thing from now on. But in this part we're actually going to be finishing up the world lovely, and luckily, and hopefully if I have enough time to do other stuff, we can actually do said other stuff. Where am I going right now? Hopefully I'm not missing anything back there. I don't even know what's back there is. Oh, it's the exit, of course. Who would have thought? Getting killed by these blades. If I'm getting killed by these blades, I can only imagine Clanker. Poor guy, I swear. Not only is he rusty and his flesh is creepy as hell, but like he has blades just cutting him. Because can. What's in there? I'm curious, actually, as to what is in there. Oh yes, that's right. It's his power. It's pretty much the exact same thing we just got a few seconds ago, except this time much more crazy. But we learn a move for it. This move uses Biko's wings as a shield against the bad guys. Cool. Does it make me invulnerable? Sure, it does exactly that, Banjo. You're just a genius. So now we can use crouches right. There's so many combinations in rare games. It's always kind of cool. I actually like it a lot. And we can use it to become invincible for a while, as much as we have gold feathers. And it's actually very useful. We can only hold 10 gold feathers, so you actually make sure that you actually keep these handy, because you don't want to be losing it. Like, gold, like, having invulnerability really helps you in some parts, or just makes it less tedious, to say the least. We can get out of there. So what are we on in time? 2 minutes. Okay, cool. I want to get out of here because there's two things I actually want to be doing, and hopefully it will, like, you know, compensate for the me not doing anything right now. Oh, before I start this hoop challenge, I might as well tie up some loose ends. This is me just being inefficient. But there's some stuff in here that we want to get now, isn't there? In here, right? I'm not crazy. And what is crazy is these freaking root things. These are just creepy. Oh, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing, Banjo? Stop. Don't change directions like that. That's just weird. Yes, Jiggies. Up here. And, yeah, just get these around his base of his creepy-ass mouth. I swear, Clanker, you never cease to creep me out. And this getting hit is actually intentional. I actually like how, well, not like, it's actually, that'd be the cruel way of saying things. I find it interesting how, like, when Banjo and Kazooie get hit, or their life goes down, they slowly start to be less and less enthusiastic and start to get like, oh god, I'm in pain right now. And it's one of those interesting little bits of polish. But my voice is getting raspy. The international sign to stop recording after this. If I can, though, is the thing, because I don't know how much of it. This is either going to be a long part or just right. But anyways, you want to do this hoop challenge. I don't know why they, like, it almost looks like they want you to fly through this, but that would be not right at all. Interestingly enough, these hoops get smaller and smaller as you go through them. So, why that matters, I don't know. The answer to that is it doesn't. But, you know, it's an interesting bit of thing to look at. But doing so raises the water level and gives us a Jiggy. Why it does both? I don't know. Maybe Clanker just decided to swallow water. So let's go up here. And what is that, our 9th Jiggy? Right? Yes, right. Okay, cool. So our last Jiggy will be getting all the Jinjos, luckily. So, we should get those somewhere. Hopefully I wouldn't die. Dying would be the worst thing to do. Not to knock on wood or anything. And we can go out here, but I don't want to actually go out there. That's just outside of Clanker's gills. You can actually enter Clanker through his gills. There are so many different ways to enter Clanker. So creative, from being a giant-ass shark thingy. Well, we don't need to go in water. We actually had the right water level this time. It's not like this is the water temple or anything. It's more like Jabu Jabu, if anything else. So, but those are all the notes. Lovely. All the notes of this world, too. And there's the last Jiggy. Or Jinjo, I'm sorry. They're interchangeable. Jiggies are just 1/5 of a Jinjo. I'm sorry, that's the other way around. But there we go, there's our last Jiggy, of course. They're that interchangeable. And seeing as I'm lazy to walk back to the entrance, or even lazy enough to cut to it, I'm just gonna kill myself. Because, poor Banjo. His death animation for water is kind of gruesome, to be perfectly honest. Didn't that accomplish something? Yes, it did. Of course, who would have thought? I did press the grunty switch, so we might as well collect on that. But we still have 10 minutes to do anything, and I doubt I can be doing a world in 10 minutes. Or even half a world in 10 minutes. So what I want to actually be doing is, tying up some loose ends. Mostly because I go in such a weird world order. It will make sense in the future. So first of all, pound Grunty's eyes, because that's what we activated. They don't just give us chiggies anymore, we actually have to work for them. Who would have thought? But get that. Okay, cool. And we are only 6 minutes in, so we have 9 minutes to do random shit. Yay, my favorite kind of shit. So go through here. We had to open some note doors. We're going to be exploring a lot of different worlds, actually, when I think about it. Or maybe just 2. Who knows how I handle this. I'll probably end up getting lost or something. So then, yes, do your bow, Banjo. Your Banjo bow. Now do I go left or right? There's lies the ultimate question. I think I go right. Again, I don't really do this part of the game that much because I can't practice this game without having the patience of a saint. No, I think I actually end up going, yeah, I had to go to the left. There's Brentilda back there. Well, maybe we'll talk to her when we have the time to actually talk to her. Okay, cool, we're going the right way. We're going to Bubblegloop Swamp. I think that's what the name is, right? So obviously isn't. But you know, you can dream. So in here is Brentilda. Again, geez. Can't get enough of her. And in here, I think are boots. So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, whoa. This presents a problem. See, I knew this was going to be a problem. I'll cut right back. Okay, so I think it's over here. So down here, or rather up here, is some loose ends we didn't tie up. Silly me. We want to go to the left or something? Right? What am I doing right now? Yes, I saw a tile and I didn't press it. Silly me. You always press buttons when you see them. That's just video game 101, come on. But that activates a tile, so now we can actually go up. And now I really think I don't have enough time to do what I wanted to do. But that doesn't really matter, because what I wanted to do was stupid anyways. So, yes, go up. Yay, defying logic like that. That's the funnest. Brentilda, jeez. Seeing you so much today. As much as I would love to hear your juicy gossip, I really don't want to, actually. It creeps me out. I mean, it will save me from dying, but, you know, I can live with those risks. I'm a risk taker. Except I'm not. Really. Not in my personality. As we go through here, we actually need to activate the next world before we can go to the next world. So, in here is drumroll, right? Have one of those? I don't think they have those anymore. Fill it out before we even see it. Bubblegloop Swamp. Sorry, Bubblegloop. I can't pronounce Bubblegloop, honestly now. It's a tongue twister. Bubblegloop. Doesn't work for me. So now I'll meet you back at Bubblegloop Swamp. So then, we're back here. Yes, okay. So, this is a good place to leave it back off. So, we can actually enter in, just go through this totally convoluted bridge, really. Come on, point A to point B. Straight line, you don't have to be convoluted like this. But we can go into Bubblegloop Swamp. I don't know why that's so much of a problem. And we can do this world. Right? Well, no, actually. See, the problem with this world is there's this 1 G to get that it's really hard to get without the help of a certain power that we don't get until another world. So that's just my incompetence. Really, I would be doing this right now if I didn't suck at this game, but I do. Breaking news. So what I want to actually do is, all I'm going to do here is get that power, so really we're done doing what we want to do. I just got the power I needed to get. And I actually want to get a few jiggies, because I do need a few jiggies, because normally I have all the jiggies I want to break some note doors. But in this case, actually, I don't have enough jiggies. I won't have enough jiggies to break the note door unless I get roughly 25 or 30 from Bubblegloop Swamp. I'm sorry. That's its name from now on. I just can't do it otherwise. Unless I get a few notes from here, and another level. So really, we're just stopping by here to get the power. And that takes me right back to where I once started, right? Cool. So here, that was your sneak peek of Bubblegloop Swamp. We'll be doing that later, a few parts from now, maybe. Wasn't it fun? The memories, right? Just it makes me tear up inside. What is Grunty gonna say? I feel like this is a dangerous thing to do. Say goodbye to those double chins. Okay, cool. So, yes, piranhas. They will try to kill you. If you just jump from forward to forward, you don't have to put on the wading boots. Which is like the whole reason we went into Bubblegloop Swamp, is to get the wading boots. But you know, whatever. We can break sequence. I think there's a word for that. It's called sequence breaking. But anyways, here's the next world, the one after Bubblegloop Swamp. If we did Bubblegloop Swamp, but we didn't, because we're irresponsible like that, is Freezeasy Peak. So Freezeasy Peak will be going there too. But before we do that, we want to actually break this. It will come in handy later, once we actually do Bubblegloop Swamp, so make sure you do this. It will be relevant later, and we can actually use the wading boots. The wading boots, not wadding, as I pronounced it as a kid, help you from not getting your ass bitten from anything that would get your ass bitten normally, be it sand or bog water or whatever else could possibly be, like ice water. I think that's a dangerous thing. And bash him with our bare arms. I swear that's the funniest attack. He just flails around with his arms like a like a wild animal, which is of course like a contradiction, because Banjo is just the most civilized of all animals. Although I would assume he would be like a white trash animal. Like, yeah, a white trash animal. He does play the banjo. Not to generalize, I'm sorry if you guys play the banjo, if I offended anyone who plays the banjo. I like the banjo. It's an interesting instrument. Who cares? Really, now I'm just rambling. So, we have enough notes to go through this note door. And yes, do your little happy dance, Banjo. You do that. And so what's in here? Ooh, yes, we can break sequence. First thing we want to do is what's through here? A door? Anything? Something cool? Ooh, green guys. Look at me, all colorblind. Yeah, it's a green pad, so you know that works. And there's the entrance to the next world. The next world. Or, sorry, the next world, because I haven't even done Bubblegloop Swamp yet. What we actually want to do is some more sequence breaking, actually. While I'm here, if I might as well get one Jiggy this part. Well, that's not true. I forgot that I did actually. I actually did do whatever the place was called. What was the place called? Clanker's Cavern. Jeez, talk about bad memory. What do you want to do is just ground pound here. Why that gives you a Jiggy? I don't know. Programming error. Who cares? That's actually you actually normally get that Jiggy from just it's one of the grunty switches, and it like breaks the coffin and gives you whatever. But you know, that particular grunty switch is actually like really far in the boonies, probably near the A button of the SNES controller. But yeah, so I might as well just get that now. But anywho's, we want to go into Freezeasy Peak now, don't we? Yes, that's indeed what we want to do, and I think that's the last thing we're gonna do, is go into Freezeasy Peak, because that's just fantastic, right? Ain't it? So, funny story of Freezeasy Peak. I'm not going to be doing Freezeasy Peak right now. I'm actually going to be skipping this level, and it's for the exact same reason as Bubblegloop Swamp. Basically, there's a Jiggy, and getting the Jiggy is, I'm pretty sure this one is actually impossible without the help of a later power-up, which we'll get in a later level. So so before I'm going to do either of those later levels, I'm just going to get the power in this level. Not even sure where it is. Kind of worried about that. I always get lost here. I'm just going to get the power of this level and then bail, and then we can actually start the level. But again, I do need Jiggies. No, I'm sorry, notes. I need a total of 350 notes, I believe, to actually get past the note door. And because I've been skipping levels so much, that actually is a criteria that's hard to meet. But, you know, I'll do it. Time for some aerial action with my devastating Beak Bomb attack. Lovely. Nice one, Goggles. Tell me more, tell me... Yes, whatever. I don't want to... torture you like that. That's the word. And yes, who cares? So we got the Beak Bomb ability, which is pretty much, I'm pretty sure is the only ability of this level, so we don't have to worry. Ooh, don't want to fall. Oh, Momo token. Maybe we do want to fall. I probably would never have noticed that ever. Get these notes because... Okay, never mind. Don't get these notes. Getting those notes would be a waste of your time. And it truly is, actually, because we just want to go up here. And, let's humor myself. Typically, I suck at speedrunning tactics. But, if you actually Beak Bomb right here, you can get yourself hurt. Exactly. Yeah, we got the ability here, so now we can just bail. And luckily enough, we can bail. How many notes do I have right now, though? How much did I get in Bubblegloop Swamp? So I need 22 before I actually delete. There we go. Lovely. So I now have a note total of 350, which is just enough to actually, you know, meet a note door. But before we actually do that, we might as well help a brother in need, like that guy. Oof, and he dropped a Jiggy. I guess I'm gonna be getting this now, I suppose. He'll practice for the big sled race. Who knows, maybe when I actually do Freezeasy Peak, we'll be able to partake in said sled race. Said sled race, of course. But until then, we're actually gonna be bailing. So there's a peak of this level. Hope you like those two levels. Weren't they just fantastic? Maybe when we actually do them, they will be fantastic. Or horrible. I haven't really practiced either of these two levels. But, okay, so in the next part, we're actually be going to Gobi's Valley. Another world we haven't seen yet. So until then, this has been skittflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!